Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. Be sure to check me out over on Rumble. There you'll find all of my stuff from YouTube, plus my political and social commentary and weekly current events, which YouTube frowns on. Links to my Rumble channel as well as my other YouTube channels and links to let you order my books are in the description of this video. If you enjoy my content, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. I welcome your comments, even if you disagree with me. Now, on with the video. Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm going to apologize in advance. I'm getting over a cold and my voice is cracking, and if I cough some, I'm going to apologize in advance. I'm doing an advanced Dungeons & Dragons magic item video on the Mirror of Mental Prowess. This is kind of actually a warning for Dungeon Masters. Okay? One of the more potent and useful magic items in the game includes a variety of very useful abilities. The Mirror of Mental Prowess is on page 150 of the Advanced Dungeons & Dragons Dungeon Master's Guide. Be sure and read up on it very thoroughly before you decide you want to put this in your game, because this thing can wreck your campaign. Okay? The Mirror of Mental Prowess is, in my opinion, best used from a stationary location. Most of the time, adventurers will find it difficult lugging a 5x2 foot mirror around. These mirrors are much better suited for after the adventurers have settled down in a stronghold somewhere. This item acts as a crystal ball, a two-way portal, possibly even to another plane, and a very potent source of information about anyone shown in the mirror. So essentially, you can scry on somebody and then ask a question, any question, and the mirror will give you an answer. This can be very useful, a very, very useful tool for a variety of reasons. The problem is, it can be a very useful tool for a variety of reasons. As a dungeon master, if I use these in the game, I prefer to give them to the bad guys. And I do that very, very rarely. The bad guys usually have a central headquarters to work out of, and they can certainly make use of the scrying and portal devices, as well as the informational aspects. But here's the problem. Just make sure that you give them out sparingly, especially to the bad guys. To anybody, but especially the bad guys. These can be easily misconstrued and misunderstood by the player character group. The last thing you want is for your players to get the wrong idea that you are cheating. Okay? Scrying is bad enough, but having access to unbridled information just by scrying on them and then asking is outrageous. Your bad guys can find out all manner of information that could be very detrimental to your players. Again, simply by asking. This thing it will throw your game out of balance in a heartbeat. If your players get this, it's going to sound bad. I've seen these things in campaigns when the players get a hold of them. I've seen games where the dungeon master, if he's running it fairly, the dungeon master cannot put stuff against the players, monsters or plots or whatever, against the players, because the players are using this device. It eliminates the ability to challenge the players, because they can find out information on just about anything. Scrying is bad enough. Being able to ask questions from an unlimited source of knowledge about the person you're scrying on is ridiculous. That's all I'm saying. It's outrageous. Regardless, this is one of those items that you want to dole out with an eyedropper. No matter who has it, this mirror can seriously undermine the continuity of your game. It can literally cause your players to doubt your integrity as a dungeon master. As a matter of fact, I was playing in a guy's game a while back. This has been 15, 20 years ago. More than 20 years ago. And his bad guy had one of these. And I kind of sort of I didn't know, but I suspected that he had one. So it didn't bother me because I kind of knew what was going on, more or less. But several of the other players were getting very angry because the bad guy knew their plans. He was able to change his plans accordingly and prepare traps for them. He was able to... He had access to information that he shouldn't have. The players thought the dungeon master was cheating. The dungeon master kept trying to explain, no, there's a reason for this. You just, bear with me. But they wouldn't listen. 3 players actually quit the game over this. It can destroy your game. Okay? And the dungeon master can't come out and say, yeah, he's got one of these, because then the players are like, well, what the hell good is that? Because if a player knows that the bad guy has it, and the bad guy knows about them, what's the point? This thing is overpowered beyond ridiculous. Unless your players are exceptionally mature, very trusting, or totally lacking in cognitive logic, it may very well not be worth it to put it in your game. Think long and hard. Think long and hard before putting one of these in your game. This thing can literally destroy your game in a heartbeat. I've seen it happen. So, anyway, hope this finds everybody well. And again, I'm not trying to tell people what to do, but this particular video is a warning for dungeon masters. Okay? Again, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just trying to give you the benefit of my years of experience. Some magic items you just don't want in your game. It's that simple. You folks have a good one. God bless one and all. We elect cookie-cutter politicians every single election cycle. Yes men who maintain the status quo and do just enough to make us believe the system still works. Imagine, if you will, a president who actually tries to fix things. If you like action, political intrigue, and a righteous crusade, check out my political thriller, The Righteous President.